If you're a cyclist with back pain or sciatica, I want you to know that you're not stuck with this problem forever, even if you've seemingly tried everything to no avail and you're still having pain interrupting your rides and interrupting your life. Look, it's not your fault. The way the medical system handles these things is pretty damn inefficient and oftentimes not that effective. I'm sure you've been told to just stop riding, to stretch, and to strengthen your core, but despite taking time off the bike, doing that stretching, and trying to get your core strong, the problem still persists. Look, it's a jungle out there. It's not your fault you haven't been able to get to the bottom of it. So in this video, I want to share with you 3 secrets that can help turn the tide and actually get you relief, not only in the short term, but in the long term, so that you can ride pain-free with total confidence that the issue is not going to come roaring back. You're going to be right back to square one all over again. My name is Robbie Horseman. I'm a physical therapist, I'm a cyclist, and I have the wonkiest hips in the world. Okay, maybe that's not true, but my hips are pretty wonky. And through the system that I use with folks and putting these exact pieces in place, not only have I've been able to overcome these problems and ride pain-free, despite still having slightly wonky hips, but I've helped hundreds of other cyclists do exactly the same thing. Start with your imbalances. So if you're having a painful problem as a cyclist, back pain or sciatica, I can promise you that you've got some imbalances from the hips up to the pelvis and into the spine that are contributing to the issue. Now that's different person to person. You're gonna focus about 70% of your effort on single side exercises. It's like if you're cooking a steak on the grill, on the cast iron, you are gonna cook the whole steak. You're not gonna go sunny side up or whatever the steak equivalent of that would be. You're gonna cook the whole steak, but you're gonna do it one side, boom, and then the other. Do it in 2 hours a week. So that's still a chunk of time. This is where your best will be good enough, but your best will be required. That said, 2 hours a week is something you can design so that it works with your lifestyle. And really what you're looking to do here is get the consistency in place that will make it impossible for you to fail. It's actually pretty simple. If you have 4 mobility workouts at 15, maybe 20 minutes a piece, and then 2 strength workouts aiming for 40 to 45 minutes, so pretty concise and targeted work, you'll be hitting that target and it will be sustainable. I worked with a guy named Josh who went to Europe for work for a week. It was a pretty quick trip, right? You know, there and back. Ultimately, I actually didn't know that he did that until well after the trip. So what we found there is the work I had given him was easy enough that he was able to get it done even while traveling, even while in Europe for work, without having to ask to modify that program at all. That's when we know that we have the right blueprint and it's easy to execute. You'll actually get it done. And again, you're looking to make it impossible to fail. Ditch the treatments that are only aimed at pain relief. Now, if you think I'm a little bit nuts here, that's okay. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, but if you're only focused on addressing the pain, you're always gonna stop there. What that's gonna do is it's gonna prevent you from getting to the bottom of the issue, getting to the root of it and figuring out what's causing the stress on your body that's creating that pain. So this was an epiphany to my client, Mike. He had seen multiple different providers, physical therapists, chiropractor. He had also tried a bunch of different exercise programs and he got some temporary relief, but he felt like he never got to that root cause. And so every time he felt like he was good, he would go out and ride. And sure enough, after a pretty short amount of time, he would end up back at square one. When we put the right pieces in place and stopped relying only on pain relief, he found that not only were those pieces pain relieving in and of themselves, but they set the foundation so that he could be confident he could actually ride pain-free. If you're focused on relieving pain, you can get there. But if you stop there, the likelihood of that coming back is high because you haven't addressed the root of it. So these 3 things from a mindset perspective and a tactics perspective, putting the playbook in place will help you to get to the root of the issue and actually address the problems that are going on, knowing that you can keep these things in place for the long term without spending your entire life thinking about it, and that you'll actually get a good result. And that good result should be riding pain-free, doing it smoothly, and not having concern all the time this pain is just gonna come roaring back. If you do need some help identifying exactly what's going on, I've got a call booking link in the notes of this video. Go ahead and hit that. It'll take you straight to my personal calendar. You can book a call, we can chat about what's going on and see what you need to put together to actually put these 3 secrets in place for you.